All right, everybody, welcome back to Beans No Ball. Been a minute since we got into one of these. Pretty dead on the news lately, but just today, two big pieces. Start off with the big one. Jared Goff. Getting paid. What is it now? Second highest paid quarterback in the league. It was 4 years,
212.
212. Okay, yeah,
212,
212
53 a
million.
year. So 53 a year.
53 a year. There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take it.
Yeah, so yeah, obviously this just got released, I think at like around 1 o'clock, if I'm
Roughly,
not wrong
yeah.
around that time. Yeah. And Jesus Christ, there's a lot of mixed emotions going around in the NFL world right now, the football world with just everyone's working there, the fans. There's a lot of mixed emotions. Jared Goff. I don't know, 53 million for Jared
I
Goff.
mean, here, look, I could tell you something
look,
here.
you have
Look,
your
hey,
personal experience with Goff.
I
So
have my
go for
love.
it.
I have my love
Yeah.
for Goff. He was like probably like the first like franchise quarterback I got to see with the Rams.
Yeah.
He got us to a Super Bowl, all that. But we know what happens. After the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, he got paid.
Points.
Ooh, that was definitely didn't live up
Yeah.
to that first contract. Now, he's getting his little resurgence, and as much as I want to show my love for him, I've been saying this for a long time. The league's gonna figure him out. Same thing that happened in 19 and 20. The league's gonna catch up with him. Then I've been saying, the league's gonna catch up with the Lions. It's all sweet right now for Detroit, but let's be honest. We see that division. I'm not gonna say the Bears just yet but hey, you never know how Caleb pans out. You never know what happens with McCarthy and the Vikings. But the Packers right now, that's the main thing right now. Jordan Love, they're on the rise. We saw the resurgence that they clearly had making the playoffs. Obviously beating the Cowboys and making the division round pretty close to the NFC Championship themselves. And I don't know, man. I'm already seeing with the money that the Lions are spending, they're putting themselves in a very big hole. Three players, and they're spending like 450 million just on those three big contracts that they just spent. I hear people saying, maybe they're not that much in cap hell. We'll wait and see what ends up happening. You still got a lot of big players to pay.
Yeah, like honestly, look, I'm really proud for Goff, and the thing I would defend him is, look, everyone's saying it's a horrible contract because of his performance in the playoffs, but let's be real, it was not his fault. It really wasn't his fault. Dan Campbell was being too ballsy. Receivers were
I don't
dropping
think
for passes.
by no means
Yeah,
that people
that's what
are
I'm
saying
saying.
anything about his playoff performance.
Oh,
I think
I've been seeing.
no, no,
Believe
no.
me, I've been
Well,
seeing it. And
well,
that's the thing
that's
why I'm
some
not
brain dead
really.
fans. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing that I really want to say is like, look, he's an average quarterback. It's the same thing as like what we're talking about with the quarterback market. That's the main issue
Imagine
here.
Purdy now. Just imagine Purdy's contract,
And that's what we said.
in the
Purdy's
future
probably
to be
going to get
told for
60
Dak
mil.
Prescott as well. Who knows what's gonna go with Dak as well?
And
But
that's the thing. We see. I'm not going to compare him to Daniel Jones, but we see this parallel that Daniel Jones absolutely shot out of a cannon in 2022. He gets his $40 million contract. Jared Goff, he's been in the rise a little more, but same thing. I'm not loving the contract as much. Call me a hater, call me just because we lost to them in the playoffs. That I'm expecting a downfall for Detroit, but I don't know, man. I'm not loving this deal as a whole for the Lions. And hey, they can prove me wrong, but in the division they are right now. Call me crazy. I think it's the Packers' division to lose.
honestly, hey, look, I call the Packers to win the division 2 years in a row already, and not having it yet. But maybe this year it's finally due for them to win it, especially with the rise, like you just talk about. Oh, Jordan Love. And look, I was high on Jordan Love last season. They got the win, and I've been saying this at what cost to me, but that's obviously that can be saved for our predictions in the next couple months here. Now moving on with the final player. Let's move to the next division in the NFC South. Buccaneers, Antoine Winfield Jr., one of the top safeties in the league, signing a 4-year, $84.1 million deal. To me, I like this deal. Just keep it short, focus. Antoine Winfield, he really built his way out to be a top safety in the league and being a really huge focal point to that Bucs defense. That young Bucs defense who had quite kind of a slippery hill coming last season, but
He
was
was
a really
like
big
the
guy.
one bright spot in that Bucs
He was
secondary.
exactly. He was the one bright spot, and that defense worked around him. It did really push to the expectations. It kind of let more pressure off to the offense. So honestly, this is a really great deal for the Bucs, keeping another key player. That's exactly what they've been doing this offseason. So I really like what the Bucs have been doing for these offseason moves.
Definitely, to the need to bolster up the secondary. Now you keep your focal point, and obviously, you picked up a couple of pieces in the draft. You see how much you're going to retool that coming into the near future. And look, he gets his massive deal. Now the highest paid DB in the league. Definitely. To say highest paid, maybe that's a little debatable for the amount, comparatively, but he got his worth. He definitely deserved this deal. I think it's gonna be great for the Bucks. Definitely. I mean, also we gotta talk about a really tough division that they're in. As much as we always hate on the NFC South, definitely looking a lot better as of late. But I mean, yeah, I think the Bucks are definitely making some great moves in this offseason. And yeah, it's basically going to wrap us up. Christian, we got, well, I mean, first time we're ever going to talk about the NFL schedule that obviously a couple of them have been trickling in.
Really edging us with it. I mean, look, we got the opener,
yeah,
Chiefs and Ravens. So rematch of the conference
Chiefs, Ravens, and Christian, I mean, just out of nowhere, I mean, we're just going to announce a random week 1 game. Cowboys, Browns.
I mean, Rams, Browns. Sorry, yeah.
Cowboys, Browns, definitely.
I mean, okay, look, there's a lot of storylines with that. I'm not gonna look. Cooper's will he have a revenge game? Who knows?
The only storyline that matters is Brady's gonna be cooking the Cowboys week 1, and that's the interesting part here. But yeah, obviously, like you said, you know, they're edging us with the schedule. We'll wait Thursday, try to get the video out once the full schedule's out, give our own little reaction, see how our teams are going to be looking, see what if they actually got some decent prime times for us this time out. But
please get Carolina at a prime time.
Panthers Saints first Thursday night football.
I had to deal with the Bears. What was it last season? It was the Bears and was it the Colts and that one Thursday nighter.
No, the Bears Panthers. I believe that's the one we were talking. Yeah, Bears Panthers.
Bears Panthers. There you go. I had after that game. I had enough of them. I don't want to see them on prime time anymore. I couldn't watch that game.
We had a disagreement in that one, and I got the call right. That's all. I'm gonna keep myself with that one. Tyson Bagent for the win. Of course, that wraps us up here. Let's hope for a nice schedule to come out Thursday. Get you guys a nice little analysis for that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys back soon.